I'm at the park up. I've met a guy from South Africa called Storm. He's an interesting man and he's got a story to tell. He's in his camper and he's a great fella. So we're going to go and have a chat with him. So here we go. That's his van. And Jersey number plates on. It's an LDV. This is his home. And let's go and meet him. He's parked up on the same park up as I am. And this is the guy we're going to have a talk to, Storm.
Alright, Craig, how you doing, mate?
Are you alright, pal?
Super, mate.
Well,
Now the sun's out.
It's brilliant here, isn't it?
Yeah, mate.
So, this is Storm. This is his home, LDV van. And we're going to go in and have a look at it.
Welcome. LDV convoy to be particular.
Yeah.
So yeah, kitchen. Over here we've got a single camper stove at the moment, just because we're out of gas. Usually we've got the double camper stove. Got hanging space over here, what you call a closet. Usually just open space there. On the left hand side, just put in a beautiful oak top. You can just see that gets oiled 200 times and then it'll be resined with crystals. I've got a lovely project for that. But that's the kitchen area, just a preparing area. We've got cupboards up top all round, storage, kitchen storage, technology storage. This side's the best though, I'm really proud of it. As you can just see over there, it's a bit close to the camera, but there's my library and the shelf on the left and right are both going to be extending that library because we're double thick now and I love my books, so
Yeah.
we need space.
You got some very interesting stuff in here, Storm.
I do. Just to say, say it's usually organised, clear and beautiful and spacious, but 8 weeks ago I left a relationship from the Channel Islands, Jersey, put everything I own in this van, so that's what you're looking at. Everything I own bar some land in Spain, but objects wise, that's why it looks the way it does.
Yeah.
So there's 6 businesses on your right over here that I do. I'm an author, so I write books. So
What type of books do you write, Storm?
well, the first books, I write on many different topics, but the first book that I wrote, that I took a 4-year sabbatical for and I wrote in Spain, is called The Book of Orb. And it's a 4-part series at the moment that will be one book in a week's time or so. And it covers basic sacred geometry, the flower of life, the polyhedrons, and then something I found, which was a significant factor across the board really, but I found it in the chakra system, and it's very simple. I discovered that the 7 chakra system offered to us out of India, particularly along the Hindi lines for the past thousands of years, is a flawed system. It's agenda-based. It's not the Hindis or Indians' fault. It was given to them broken. It's a broken system that needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
And I found several broken systems that need to be fixed, and that's what my books are
Yeah.
about, fixing the broken systems or the incorrections.
Yeah.
Correcting the incorrections.
So tell us something about yourself. You're from South Africa.
Yep, I was born in South Africa, lived 21 years. Seriously and sadly, at 19 on Friday the 13th of August, 1992, I was murdered. I was shot dead in a scuffle with another, I'll say white bloke, just so everybody gets it clear. It's nothing racist, just a standard man-to-man discussion that went wrong. And I died a second time on the operating table 2 weeks later under open heart surgery.
Bloody hell.
The interesting fact about that, there's a beautiful long stories, but
Yeah,
to
you
keep
showed
it
me the
short,
scars before, didn't you?
sure, to keep it short is, when one has an out-of-body experience, when one dies without any sedation, non-operation style, just dies out there in the world, generally one has an out-of-body experience. We call it non-sedentary. When one's sedated in an operation mode, one doesn't usually have out-of-body experiences because the chemicals control that and don't allow it.
Yeah.
So we'd have a very different world if everybody had an operation, had an out-of-body experience. It would be really common.
It's crazy, that, isn't it?
Yeah, interesting
So,
factor.
how long have you had your van?
This I bought in, well, was that pandemic, scamdemic, I think they called COVID. Anyway, I got it in 2020 just to occupy my mind while I was running the rebellion as well against those people. And did it up until now, the past 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, what's all in these in the boxes?
Right, as I said, on my right here, I've got 6 businesses. We've got my books, so it's 4 boxes of books. So I can sell my first published book, obviously, and I do book promotions and events all around the UK. The second part that's called Bookstorm or Story Storm. The second part is Craft Storm, so I make tribal crafts.
Yeah.
Some might call it the Native American style, but it's the natives from America, yeah. So that's Craft Storm. And then I do Spiritual Storm, so I offer courses on breathing, meditative breathing.
That meditation.
Meaning not seated meditation. Enough people teach this. I teach how to meditatively breathe, to remain conscious and aware every breath, every step, all through your day and preferably your night mode as well, whether you sleep.
I tell you something, Storm, it's interesting in here because everything tells a story, doesn't it? Like the books up at top. And what are these balls here?
So the book I told you was the Book of Orb. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
So every single time something significant happens in connection with the book, an event, a confirmation, one of these balls arrives in reality in my material world, and I pick it up and put it in boxes.
Brilliant.
I have many boxes of these.
Yeah.
So they're basically confirmation. And furthermore, I've also got on the roof, as you see on the roof rack.
Yeah, but what is it that?
Right, so in there's the martial arts equipment locked away and bolted down, because I also offer a martial arts side which is called Body Storm, and that martial arts section is Self-Defense Storm, particularly Puma Force Self-Defense. It's a course I created and offer. So yeah, that's a physical side that I do.
Yeah.
I also train people with the KO8 system, the extension resistance bands that used to be T-Rex, but they're an advanced system now. It's basically a gym in a bag, and so I train people in that. Been doing it for 15 years in Spain. And finally, I have several businesses. I teach people Tai Chi, Qigong, an art that's called energy transformation, ET.
Right.
So it involves some of these poses.
Who's that on the picture?
That's me. At
Is
the
it
advanced level.
Let's have a look.
So if we step out there, I'll show you.
I never knew that were you.
Yeah. So if I extend these out for you.
Wow. Yeah. So how long have you lived full time in a van?
Since 2001 when I got my first van, so 25 years.
And how do you find living in a van?
Love it.
Would you ever live in a house?
Never.
Never. Same here.
Never. I love it. I'm a barefoot South African boy, but like Zola Bud, she was a woman, barefoot on the ground, eyes in the sun, feet on the ground, head on the shoulders, full of consciousness and energy, connected to nature, working against anti-nature. And this is part of...
Look at this. So this is Storm. This is the man I'm interviewing now.
So this was taken nearby in a place just the next village along is called Street.
Yeah.
And just outside Street, there's an ancient Celtic walkway which I'm standing on. And in the past, this area was flooded with water, and this side. And there was only these ancient Celtic ways that you can see. So I'm posing on these ancient Celtic ways. Obviously,
and there's Storm again.
Have been drained.
On this picture.
Yeah, so these pictures are poses of what I offer called ET, Energy Transformation, a specific course and body movements similar to Qigong, Tai Chi.
Wow, that's very interesting, that Storm.
Balance you out. They're about excelling the body to its ultimate, but mainly about running electromagnetic energy through the body from the anode earth, the cathode sun, running it through the body as a living electromagnetic machine, a free energy machine. You see, we are free energy machines, and we hear a lot about free energy machinery from Nikola Tesla. He was the master of free energy machinery. But really, we're the free energy machine. If we put our feet on the ground, barefoot, our eyes in the sun, and we know how to breathe with movement of energy, so we move our body physically, we diaphragmatically breathe, deep nasal diaphragmatic breathing, with visualization of how the energy system works, which is in my books. Then we charge and recharge.
Yeah.
And discharge. So we basically come out in the morning, all scrambled from sleeping. We don't know what happened in the night time. Our soul is a bit distorted. We need to
Cleanse your body in it, really.
so we call that discharging. We need to
Discharging.
balance our energy, so we discharge. We have a process of moving the 13 articulation points of the body, or 13 joints of the body. So people don't realize that we have 13 places we move in the
Yeah.
body,
I get you.
and that the legs and the arms are identical. Where your ankles and your wrists are identical, your knees and your elbows,
Yeah.
your shoulders and hips. So that makes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So you have
Bloody hell.
13 articulation points where you move in
Yeah.
the body.
So let's
that's
have
what we
another
do.
look at these pictures.
So that's what we do.
Because the sun were out before and it might have been reflecting.
Brilliant.
So there's storm in all the poses.
That's a discharging pose, that's a balancing pose.
Well, you
you're
keep
on now.
yourself fit anyway, storm.
There I'm throwing energy, as you can see.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, there we're grounding it. Each one is a different position, doing something different.
Yeah.
And of course the body has to be perfect and
So-
agile.
What do you think of Glastonbury?
I love Glastonbury, it's beautiful. I call it Hogwarts. This is Hogwarts. You see? Welcome to Hogwarts. So, Hogwarts is a
And you do go up to the Drove as well, don't you?
yeah, Hogwarts is the training ground for sorcerers and magicians. Anybody spiritually interested comes to Glastonbury to work out the negative and positive, the
Yeah.
dark and the light for themselves. So that's what it is. Hogwarts is a
Yeah.
spiritual training ground.
It's good, isn't it?
Oh, it's
I like
wonderful.
it here, me, Storm.
I love it, mate.
I think it's brilliant.
Well, you know what? You can't go many places in the world to train spiritually at the moment,
Yeah.
other than courses and things. But yeah, it's live. You're literally out there. You don't know what's going to be thrown at you. Dark, light, bad, good,
Yeah.
manipulation, deception, offers, beauty, what? Gifts, dharma or karma. What's coming at you, yeah?
That's
and
it.
you've got to work it all out. You know, so it's,
Yeah.
it's like a wonderful game, to be honest.
So really, this is your life in here, isn't it?
Oh yeah, 25 years van lifer, mate. I think that's
How
almost
many-
a quarter
how
of
many years?
quarter of a century. 25.
Wow.
It's a quarter of a century, mate.
And everything, like I said before, everything tells a story, doesn't it?
Absolutely everything.
Absolutely.
Even my clown mascot at the back there, next to Red Sky, next to Red Cloud, the greatest chief, Native American chief that ever lived.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
they,
it.
they have a story together because the natives use the kachina, the whole kachina side of things.
Yeah.
which-
And
which
I'll
is
tell you what,
incredible.
this is a good sign here, isn't it? Alone, but not alone, not lonely.
Now, isn't that interesting? You can
That
read.
is very interesting.
You
that.
can read that. Forget me not.
Forget me not.
Alone, not lonely. Or you can read it as all one, not lonely.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, both are
And
valid.
who's done this artwork here?
That was
See.
done in Egypt, in Cairo. My lovely, sadly to say, ex got that for me just before we split up on her last adventure out there. And
Right.
of course, I'm the dolphin boy, so as you can see, they're all dolphins. It
Yeah.
says storming dolphins, which was very thoughtful of her. Much appreciated that, to be honest.
So,
There he is. There
so,
we are.
So, Storm, give us a rundown on all the countries you've lived in.
Oh, not too many, but I've been to, obviously come from South Africa, came out here to England, popped around to Scotland, Wales, Ireland, went walkabouts in Ireland for a while, went over to Europe, into Cairo and Egypt, I've been living in Spain for the past 15 years in Javier Alicante, which is really beautiful. Jersey for the past 8 years, 15 years before that was Javier. Oh, where else have I been? Loads of places, all over Europe, all the Czech Republic and
Yeah.
I try to get into
And
Moscow,
now you're in Glastonbury.
Finland, everywhere. Yeah, just in Glastonbury. But what's the plan? The plan is to deliver messages of wisdom
Yeah.
and consciousness to people. Literally, stuff I've found that blows away almost everything that exists, and shows that a lot of what we've been given, even as spiritual truths, like 12 signs, zodiacs, 12-hour time,
Yeah.
12-hour months, are all false.
Yeah.
They're based on 13, and my next book coming out, wait for it, is the 13 keys to understanding your reality, and gives you these 13 base
Yeah.
keys that show you where you've been manipulated and lied to and are corrected
So
for
there
you.
you go, everybody.
Wait for it, it's happening.
Right, we're gonna be chatting to Storm probably doing another video with him. But this is the end of this video now. And Storm, it's been a big pleasure to have a talk with you and do a vlog with you.
And this is a very good man. If anybody sees this man out there doing vlogs and blogs, don't give him any trouble, I'll say, because we're on YouTube. And just go and speak with him. He's well approachable, and he'll see you
And that's
right,
what you
like
did,
we're doing
you-
right now.
Yeah,
We spoke about 3 hours ago, and yeah, we are shaking hands.
yeah.
Thanks, Greg.
And
Appreciate you.
We'll be doing another vlog in a few days' time as well, won't we?
Can't
Storm?
wait. We're probably going to do endless amounts as soon as we get on to what he wants to talk about.
There we go.
Nice
Thank
one,
you,
guys
everybody.
and girls.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. From Glasgow.